In early June, football is simply a battle between two teams. Two opponents pitted against one another, each with the same goal. But in Canada, when summer turns to fall, that definition is contested as a third opponent enters the field. With no allegiances and no other goal but to make their lives miserable.
You know, once mid-October hits, you're not going to be warm anymore.
It's tough. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie. When it gets freezing cold and the wind's blowing, and sometimes you got rain, sometimes you got sleet, snow.
The wind is blowing, it's cold, it's thin, it's hard to breathe in.
Another factor that's thrown in there to make the game a little bit more crazy.
While practice and preparation might work for most opponents, there's no playbook for this one. All that remains are the reminders of the effects these elements have on the game. There was the Fog Bowl of '62, the Ice Bowl in '77.
Here's a look at David Boone. You'll see the treacherous field conditions as well.
The Snow Bowl in '96. And even more recently, the high winds that hit the East semifinal in 2013.
And Wade picks that up, and it is going to be knocked down. It didn't even reach the goal line.
It definitely plays a huge role in this league.
You ain't got your mind right for it. It could be a problem.
When you're playing in weather games, it becomes a little bit more strategic. We had a tough loss at Winnipeg last year, and you know, I felt like it was my doing. I had one fumble, and I wasn't okay with it.
Mitchell lost the football.
One fumble might not sound bad, but to me, it's what's going to lose you those games.
You have to focus in because the other team doesn't care how cold it is. They don't care what the weather is like.
The other team is dealing with the exact same thing you are.
All they care is that they're trying to come take something that you want, which is that W.
And just as the temperature continues to drop, the stakes get higher.
You know, playoff football is right around the corner. All that hard work that you put in all year is for those games.
We always say when it starts to get cold, that's when the real football starts.
The autumn winds are starting to howl. Football weather is here.
I think late in the year when the weather changes, I think, you know, you kind of change too.
Being a Winnipeg boy, I actually like playing in the cold, so, you know, when that weather starts to get chilly, just lights a little fire.
I've been fortunate enough to play in some very cold games, very rainy games, and I think mentally, if you prepare yourself the right way, you can further yourself.
Realize that, you know, you're here for a reason, and you're blessed to be here.
Man up and play ball. That's when you find out who's a man and who's a boy.